Chelsea will play in their traditional 3-4-3 with the main in goal and a back three of Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva and Koulibaly, and a midfield four of James, Kante, Jorginho and the debutant Cucurella, and a front three of Havertz, Sterling and Mount. In this formation, Chelsea will have a lot of leadership at the back with three captains from previous teams and the current Chelsea captain. Cucurella most probably will start this game because Ben Chilwell is not fit enough and he won't be able to finish 90 minutes anytime soon. And their front three is going to be very flexible, and Thomas Tuchel introduced a false nine formation in the previous game. So most probably Sterling is going to play in the false nine position. He's going to drop in deep to collect the ball, which will allow Havertz and Mount to play as for a more traditional strikers slash attacking midfielder, which is good news for Havertz because he's been playing terribly as a false nine. So when he plays from the right, it's more comfortable for him, and it lifts the weight on his shoulders to produce goals for the team. So in this formation and this team, Chelsea most probably will win this game because based on their performance against Udinese, it's a very attacking and very fluid formation that complements their strengths. The key players for Chelsea are Mason Mount, Raheem Sterling and Reece James. Mason Mount will be contributing a lot of long-range shots, and if he does this, there's a very high chance that he may score or the goalkeeper may save the ball and ricochet it back to one of the attacking forwards. He also plays aggressively because he wants to make as much impact as possible. He's Chelsea's star player. He's been the player of the year for the past 2 seasons. So trust me, he wants to make an impact in each and every match. The second key player is Raheem Sterling. He wants to show what he's made of in his debut. He wants to impress the Chelsea away fans who will be traveling in their small numbers to watch him and see how he performs. He also runs with the ball, which is something Chelsea missed last season. This is a great addition to the team because now there's a player that can run and draw fouls. Their third key player is Reece James. He crosses a lot into the box. His crosses are what gonna set Chelsea apart this season once again because he's one of the best crossers of the ball. I'm not sure who's the best between him and Trent Alexander-Arnold, but if James crosses even 4 or 5 into the box, I'm sure 1 or 2 will result in a goal. Everton will play in a 3-4-3 with Pickford in goal, a back three of Michael Keane, Tarkowski and Ben Godfrey, a midfield four of Patterson, Doucouré, Alex Iwobi and Mykolenko, and a front three of Dwight McNeil, Demarai Gray and Gordon. Seeing that Calvert-Lewin is injured, there's a very high possibility that Gray or Dele Alli will play in the center forward position. I think this is a better situation for Everton against Chelsea to have very fluid and mobile forwards and not a traditional striker. This will, especially seeing that Jorginho might be playing, having very quick players around Jorginho is going to give Everton an advantage in this match. The only success Everton will have will be based on how the front three performs. Those are the only players that can make an impact for them. Their defense with Tarkowski is more solid. He will be pinging those long balls behind the Chelsea defense so that the front forwards may run onto them. Everton's key players are Dwight McNeil, Demarai Gray and Gordon. Their first key player is Dwight McNeil. seeing that he played for Burnley, he developed his style into a very direct style. He will be taking on players, going directly at them and not avoiding anything. He has that aggressive side to him, which will add a lot to Everton, especially the way they performed when they are trying to avoid relegation. He also crosses a lot into the ball. His crosses are one of the best for forward players, especially since he played for Burnley. Their strength were aerially, so he developed his crosses to suit the team. The second key player is Demarai Gray. His flair is going to play a lot in this match because he's going to be playing as a false nine. He's going to use his flair to remove Thiago Silva from the equation and also do a lot to eliminate all the players that are going to be tasked with marking him. His movement will also play a key part because he won't be a traditional striker. He's going to be dropping off, going and assisting in both flanks, so that will cause a bit of confusion in the experienced Chelsea backline. Gordon also is a flair player. He does a lot of tricks just to open spaces for him to pass the ball or to cross on the byline. And his second key attribute is his attack focused. What I mean by this is that he only does the attacking side to the game to the T. He gives his all when it comes to attacking, contributing to the team's attacking output. So those are Everton's key players.